Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday. That is Monday's hangover. It is party time. We're going to get some things we did not get to yesterday. Really fun things too, like girls with testicles and unvaxxed sperm. And yeah, it's going to be action-packed. Sara Gonzales is in the hot seat.
Oh boy.
It's not that hot. You are though.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The seat itself, woman. The cushion on that couch should be enshrined after you get off of it.
Sorry, I can't wear a skeleton costume every day.
Anybody say anything about your costume last week? Like on your show, trying to run a dignified news channel show? Blaze Media, the news and why it matters, and you got cleavage.
It was difficult.
Hanging out in your sternum zipper.
I also had our makeup lady put like skull makeup on me as well. So I'm just staring at the camera, delivering serious news of the day, dressed up like a Day of the Dead skeleton.
I saw it. I made a comment, I guess, on your Facebook post where
my mom's maybe.
I did comment. I think I did like your mom's comment, but talked about how beautiful you are. So beautiful. Such a lovely, lovely human being.
Aww.
I have to say that to keep you on my good side, but
it's true.
It's true.
I pay him to say that.
Okay. Those of you in the live chat, be nice tonight because I'm watching you.
What is going on in your live chat?
It's just always onesie-twosies. You get a troll here or there, which I don't care. Guys, again, don't take us so seriously when we bitch at you in the live chat. Like, if you can bitch, we can bitch.
Right.
And if we're there and you're being a smartass, we're going to call you out about that.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. Like, we work really hard to get good guests on this show from time to time. And it's not necessarily, we don't necessarily share their opinions all the time or whatever, but they're guests. We're here to have a conversation, not to have you run them down in the live chat. And it's like, we work hard to get these people on. Could you have a little respect for the people we have on? Just chill. We're having a conversation here.
It's funny because I do hear sometimes, well, why don't you ever have people on that don't have the same opinion as you? And it's like, A, we try. They just don't often come.
They don't come.
B, when we do, you bitch and complain that they don't share the same opinion as you. So which one do you want?
This ain't an echo chamber here.
No.
We're not here to give you people that you're always going to agree with, which, by the way, I mean, calling Carrie Lake a rhino after everything that woman's gone through and put her family through, that's just the dumbest take in the world. I don't care how she's voted in the past or what she might have been in the past or whatever. I mean, Brandon used to be gay. Might still be. I don't know, but we don't judge him based on that today, Brandon, do we?
I do.
No?
I'm pretty sure I'm just from L.A., but I think it's the same thing.
You were in L.A.?
Yeah.
See, I misheard it.
Yeah.
I misheard it. And I put two and two together.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, guys, don't think we take it as seriously as you think we do, but, we try to have people on. I mean, I just had a gay leftist Muslim on last week. That I think that's as much of a disagreement. Who's from Hollywood, by the way, lives in Beverly Hills. I think that's as much of a disagreement as we can possibly ever have. Mm-hmm. But then you have them on there and it's like, I don't like this guy.
Right.
Well, we're not here to tickle your ears, bitch. Are you not entertained? Let's talk about testicles. You love making fun of the gays. Let's do that. There's a demand. We're going to get to that. Y'all do. Y'all love it. Y'all love it. You want to crap on everybody. I know you people. You need blood. You want to break the bone till it pokes through the skin. You beasts. You maniacal beasts. That's what you are. I want somebody to beat up on every day. That's why I get on the internet, so I can just bitch and complain and moan, get an erection to your pain. I want to read your depressing thoughts. I have unspoken prayer requests. Stick it in your ear, Mom. Not my mom, your mom.
Escalated really quickly.
I know. See where we can take it? We can take it places, man. People are like, oh my God, Chad's losing his mind. You have no freaking idea.
That was gone a long time ago.
A long time ago. 10 years of being beat up on social media every single day by you strangers. And yet I bring the noise every day. Mm-hmm. There's a demand for unvaxxed sperm. There's a thing we say around here about me. I'm always right. I literally said...
Is that the thing we say?
A year or two ago, I said, that's what we say here. I said, the new Bitcoin will be unvaxxed sperm.
You did. I remember that.
People will be paying for it. Women are turning to shady Facebook groups looking for donors who refuse to get the COVID shot. That's right. There's a guy named Jonathan Rinaldi. Call me. Started his own unvaccinated sperm donor Facebook group. Like, is he supplying all that, you think?
I hope not.
I mean, he's working overtime.
That's a lot of sperm. I hope he's getting paid a pretty penny for that.
Yeah, it's like a deer breeder. Take that blurry picture down. Let's just see us.
Also, why? Okay, so how does the woman know? Is he like showing them a titer test? Saying
that's why it is shady. And I read a Daily Mail article about this thing that says don't trust this stuff. He's called the Sperminator. You cannot pass up a low-hanging fruit like that. He's a prolific donor for years on the Facebook group Sperm Donation USA.
It has to be all him.
One would think. I mean, I doubt he's refrigerating, every Tom, Dick, and Harry's sperm off the streets there. But that's the largest sperm donation group in America. I'll send you some.
Isn't that a biohazard?
I would think, but they found COVID and the measles and the mumps and all that stuff in a Chinese lab in a warehouse in LA a couple of months ago. Remember that deal?
Yes, and I think weren't there like some arrests that were made for that?
I don't know. This is sperm.
It seems like it should not be legal to just mail your jizz across the country.
But this guy, I've done it before.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to get you in trouble.
It says there was a massive increase I love the word jizz.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a funny word. Massive increase in requests for sperm from unvaccinated donors. I told you guys this was the Bitcoin of the future.
It's true.
God, I've been saying it for 2 years. This guy, the Sperminator, he broke off and started his own splinter group exclusively for the anti-vax. Let me tell you where our minds work around here. This was yesterday. I was going through the news, looking at articles. I pull this article. I sent it to Brandon. He goes, dude, it's already printed off and waiting for you.
That's funny.
We were, bam.
I was on this one.
Yeah.
We need to get this on Blaze, the Blaze merch website immediately. I just want to jar it and sell it.
Well, hey, just saying, you can go to chatonblaze.com and get your unvaccinated shirt. But I'm thinking we need a shirt that says unvaccinated sperm donor.
I like that one too.
All right. I don't know who around here gets anything done because based on my last 5-year track record, it's nobody. So maybe we could talk to Alexander or somebody and see if we can actually get that on a T-shirt sometime before February. We'll see. I bet we can't. If anybody's watching this show that has any pull around the Blaze, that's a cry for help. It's an SOS around here. You guys say you want to make money. Not off at the Chad Prather Show. Well, the Sperminator. He was a donor for years. They got 250 members on this Facebook group, and they've helped many people successfully start families.
Wow.
I mean, listen.
Well, hold on. So you mean to tell me...
I'm down like an extra chromosome right now. I'm into this group.
But listen, so they're starting families, which makes me think that the woman already has a man in her life that is vaccinated.
Probably so.
How could they even stand to live with
a vaccinated man? That is the logical step that I love about you that you took because, this dude's 44.
If you need unvaccinated sperm because your man got vaccinated and you didn't want him to, I mean, come on.
He says, I don't trust big government, big pharma. I don't trust them, and I don't need to inject myself with things I don't even know what it is. Like a stranger's seed. You don't know what that is either. Man, you could really mess some people up with this. Everybody's online looking for a baby-making partner.
I'm not vaccinated. I do have chlamydia.
Now, here's the deal. They advertise the unvaxxed sperm. How much do you think it costs?
Well, how much does regular sperm cost?
I'll give you mine for free. But I told you a long time ago, I got to deliver it the conventional method. Like a long time ago. Remember me saying that? I said it over and over again. I said, we're not sending it to you in a tube. Not the glass kind, anyway. You're getting it the old conventional. I can't believe they pay this much money to Normal World to try to be funny when we do this. They got a team of people over there. This rolls off my head, people. Making penis jokes. You have no idea.
Wow, you are on one today.
Say Adderall.
Oh, you really did just say that out loud.
$3,500.
No. I was going to say 1,000.
Like per
shot, baby. Every squirt.
I'm rich.
No, you have to actually sell it, Brandon, not just for your own pleasure.
If they could wring out your sock drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, you sitting on a gold mine. Screw Liberty Safes. You got a shiffer robe.
I'm going to start stocking it up like it's wine.
Oh,
just send in the whole bed sheet set.
Yeah.
Please, God, no.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put a black light on
This guy says, I've had no flu shots, no COVID shots, nothing since I was a baby. Probably eating nothing but kale salads.
I disagree.
With what?
No, unvaccinated men are not eating kale salads.
No, I would think not.
They're based.
I'm not. Anybody selling their jizz for $3,500 a squirt is based.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the definition of based.
Right.
Like whenever you look up based in Urban Dictionary, it should show the sperminator. I mean, this guy's a capitalist. I want this man on my show.
Oh. Brandon?
Is he in Europe? Is he in England? No, he's here.
That sounds like an American thing. I don't feel like the British would do that.
He's from Forest Hills in New York. He began donating sperm when a lesbian friend, this story gets great.
Oh, gosh.
A lesbian friend of his asked if he would help her conceive a child. You know what pisses me off is there's people out there talking about, I can't make my car payment. I'm broke.
Have you tried selling your sperm?
You got to be a forward thinker, man. I dropped the nugget 2 years ago in the middle of COVID when I said unvaxxed sperm is going to be the new Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. I told you guys how to make money right then. But you got to do the moral thing. Got to have a conscience.
I mean, you're also helping repopulate the earth. So that's pretty nice.
He's got 3 children with his ex-partner.
Wow.
And 16 others conceived through sperm donation. So he's basically Nick Cannon. He's basically Nick Cannon.
Wow.
If you get the booster, I'm not doing this for you. Like it's bad enough. You have to. So.
Wow.
So anyway, he had one woman he was considering donating his sperm to had received both her COVID shots. It was thinking about getting her booster. He said, "You do it? No sperm for you." It's like the sperm Nazi. No sperm for you. I love this guy. The story keeps going. It keeps on going.
Brandon, you got to track this guy down.
A study published last year of more than 2,000 females aged 21 to 45 years and their partners found that COVID-19 vaccination of either partner did not affect the likelihood of becoming pregnant. See, that's where the pushback came, is everybody saying there's no scientific study saying that the vaccine has anything to do with your sperm. Well, we don't know. We don't know. Them kids ain't old enough yet. They might start growing a second head. We don't know.
Well, I mean, the spike protein stays in your organs. That's already been proven in the... Well, forever hasn't been proven, but it's already been proven that it stays there.
You're not going to live but to 17. I mean, that's a short forever.
Right. Yeah, well, when your baby comes out with myocarditis, you'll know. So...
I got jokes I can't even say on this show that I'm just choosing not to.
Really?
Because I have morals.
Do you?
Mm-mm. All right, we're up against another, the government's trying to shut us down. Probably happen later this month, I think. We got some wise leaders in Washington, D.C., and we'll see how they deal with it. You know how they're going to deal with any government shutdowns or anything else going on? They're going to spend more money, and while lawmakers are high-fiving and, taking your savings account, just watching it go down and lose value, the spending is going to weaken the dollar. It's time for you to diversify into gold with the help of Birch Gold Group. And listen, when you open a gold IRA, for every $10,000 you spend by December 22nd, Birch Gold will send you a free gold bar. Just text CHAD, I spell it Chad, to the number 989898 and claim eligibility before Black Friday. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a gold IRA for no money out of pocket, and you still get a free gold bar. Don't let your savings become a victim of the further devaluation of the dollar. Text Chad to 989898, receive a free info kit on gold, and claim your eligibility before Black Friday to receive gold bars on your qualified purchase. Hang tight. We'll be right back. there are going to be people who are like, what's that website again? You don't want that sperm. You don't want the Sperminator sperm. You know why? Because it's from New York, and you don't want no Yankee babies.
Ugh, no.
You were born in New Jersey. Born there, not from there. Shut up. Tired old hack.
Did you just spit at me?
Yeah, it was something in my mouth.
Oh.
I'm talking about sperm. Of course I'm going to spit. See how easy that joke was? Ba-bam. I haven't seen this clip, but I'm fascinated by what the headline says. Play clip number 1, boys.
You know, the medical terms, what they tell me, you know, my testosterone, you know, being born, you know, without the uterus, you know, being born with internal testicles, those don't make me less a woman.
What?
It's just the differences that I was born with, and I embrace them.
Okay, who is that? Okay, but he identifies as a woman? And what he said, for those of you who don't speak Jamaican?
Yeah, all I heard was internal testicles. That's all I got.
He said, basically, his testicles don't make him less of a woman. Literally, by definition, they make you completely not a woman.
Yeah. What about the dick? Does that make him less of a woman too?
I wonder if he's vaccinated.
You know he
I know
is.
where he can make $3,500 a pop. Oh my God. They're going to suspend that female powerlifter that was speaking out against transgender athletes. They're going to suspend her. 2-year suspension by the CPU for speaking publicly about the unfairness of biological males being allowed to taunt female competitors and loot their winnings. That's it's powerlifter for Canada, April Hutchinson.
Wait, this is a dude?
No, it's a girl.
Okay.
It's a girl. She complained about it.
Okay.
And now they're going to suspend her from the powerlifting union. Apparently, I failed in my gender role duties as supporting actress in horror show that is my sport right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, it's going to take more. I mean, this poor woman, April, it's going to take all the women standing up, walking out, not competing against these men. I don't understand why they continue to show up. It boggles my mind. It would be over like that if they would just refuse to participate.
Did you see the, is that the man or the woman that you had the picture up there of?
That was the woman. That's why I asked.
Let me see her again.
I had some questions.
Let me see. That's a lot going on.
God bless. She is fit.
You could probably whip my ass.
She probably could.
Want to wrestle? You want to wrestle?
Look at those muscles.
See if she could pick me up.
I am fairly confident she could.
I'm fairly confident I might let her. I want to feel the ripples across your shoulder blades, girl. What was I going to say? Yeah, did you see the field hockey game last week in Massachusetts, the high school, where the senior boy that identifies as a girl knocked the teeth out of a girl in the deal? And it's like, you know, I get it because a lot of people are saying it's the girl's fault they participate in this stuff. And I understand logically the pressure that these high school and college girls are under because they're young and they're kind of forced with scholarships and they're, you know, all these kind of things. They kind of have to participate, or they feel like they have to. But at this stage in the game, we've gone so far, it's like female sports, they should all just say, we're not going to do that for a while.
Right. I mean, it's the same thing with what we said with the COVID vaccine mandate for nurses and hospital care workers. We're like, it would be over in one day if all of you would just walk out.
And I know what the fear is they think they're just going to be replaced. Well, if I give up my spot, somebody will step in there and they'll do it. Well, you know who's going to step in to fill the void? It's going to be more of these transgenders who are going to come in there and try to, you know, get their place. But then you'll see how mediocre all of them are because, again, now you'll have men competing against men again and calling it girls' sports.
Right. Right. Well, and then I think it will really shine. I mean, it's ridiculous enough on its face, but I think that will then shine a light on how ridiculous it is that you would have, women's MMA fight that was just literally two dudes.
Yeah, I posted the other day the cover of the Glamour magazine. They're Women of the Year, and one of them is a man. And I said some things about that, and someone said, "Why don't you try just acceptance?" And I said, "No,
absolutely
absolutely not." if I have to explain that to you, and I can give you, and they said, well, you're not providing any, I don't have to provide you any examples, illustrations, allegories, footnotes. I don't have to give you cases in point or case studies. Just know.
Right.
That is a man, not a woman, and he's definitely not Woman of the Year for Glamour magazine.
Why can't you just accept a false reality, Chad? Why can't you just accept a lie, Chad?
As soon as you know what I'll do? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll concede some things. As soon as Playboy magazine decides to do a full centerfold spread, Playmate of the Month, with a dude with tits, and y'all want to see the dick, the balls, the bush, the butthole, everything. Put them all out there with your double D fake tits, your silicone saline. I don't give a shit. Show me the scars. I want to see it all. I want you to feminize the shit out of a dude and let Playboy magazine put that dude. I don't think that's ever happened. I could be wrong. I don't think that's
actually, Chad, I Googled it. They had one in 2017.
But not a dick and balls. They did not show the dick and balls.
No, there's no way.
It was a transgender Playmate.
Because that's why I caught myself on that. That's why I want to qualify. They didn't show the dick and balls.
He's saying a full page spread.
I want it just like Donna D'Errico did in the 80s.
Yeah.
I want to see Barbie Benton, by God. I mean, hip to hip bush right here. I mean, 80s bush. Look at that. Look at that. See what that is? That's a man. That's a man. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, 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 hey. That's a man. A woman can't thrust like that. Woman can't get them giblets rolling. I'm a helicopter, by God. Watch out. Listen. I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Playboy magazine, and let's see what happens. You think Bud Light had a debacle? Nobody buys Playboy magazine anymore.
Well, they can get it all for free on Pornhub.
Yeah, why do it? And then Playboy took away the nude anyway a couple years ago.
They decided to be classy.
Yeah. They were like, oh, we'll see if you read it for the articles. And suddenly nobody read Playboy anymore. You know? Yeah. So I want to see a full spread. I want you to spread your butt cheeks for Playboy magazine, like Mike Honcho did in Playgirl. And I want to see it all. Let's go, Burt Reynolds. Put some tits on Burt Reynolds. Let's see it.
Why did Burt Reynolds have to get brought up like that?
He got naked in Cosmopolitan. Again, Cosmopolitan magazine, those women wanted to see that picture.
Right.
With him spread out. But he still didn't have his dick and berries hanging out. He covered it strategically with his arm. And they fell in love with it. It was an iconic photo.
I've never seen it.
You never seen it?
No, I'm going to look it up now.
You know what we're doing at the break. Cosmopolitan magazine is a historic photo. Burt Reynolds butt naked.
Okay, I'm in.
Buck and naked. It's better than George Costanza doing his.
Oh.
George got it. George knew exactly what I was freaking talking about. But no, you think men and women and all that is interchangeable. Let's go. Put it in Playboy magazine. I want a full spread. I've seen the labia of women. Let me see the nutsack of men. Ugh. They're not the freaking same.
You mean the nutsack of women?
Well, that's what they would have you say, right. Based off of Castor Semenya, who says his testicles don't make him less of a woman. Just call them all out, damn it.
See, Chad, like when they say that, I keep wondering, how serious do they expect us to take that statement? Because it's insane.
That's the point right there, Brandon, because what happens is we continue to put up with the insanity without calling it out or bringing it to a logical conclusion.
Yeah, like I don't understand how serious they think we should be like, yeah, okay, your testicles don't make you less. Sure, okay.
How many trans women, which are biological males, have ever ordered sperm from the sperminator? Zero.
I would guess none.
Zero. How many biological males that are now pretending to be women have ever gone to a sperm bank and said, gotta get inseminated? Zero. Now they'd have to have one surgically implanted in them with a uterus and the whole thing. But none of them have ever said, you know what, I'm going to get me some sperm from a Facebook group in New York. Because they're full of shit. And I won't accept it. I don't have any acceptance.
Oh, bigot.
Whatever. But I won't accept it. So why don't you try some acceptance? No, I'll accept that you're confused.
Right.
I'll accept that you think you're something that biologically you're not. I'll let you play that charade. You can be that guitar hanging on the wall over there, whatever. And then I can just choose to ignore you. I don't have to accept you. I don't have to put you in my life. You don't have to be a part of my day-to-day conversation. I can mock and ridicule you because when you walk off, I'm going to go, that motherfucker thinks he's a guitar. And we're all going to laugh at you.
Well, it's just so funny talking about acceptance. When have you known the left to ever accept who you are?
They haven't.
And
they want me to change every day.
Correct. And
I'm told every day to be different.
You're living in absolute reality, right?
Good
like
point.
everything you're doing is living in reality. Everything that you are living is actually true. All true. How often do they accept you?
Never. I get called it every day. Every day. I'm a cosplay cowboy. I'm a poser. I'm all hat, no cattle, which, by the way, pretty soon you'll be able to get the new CP's all hat, no cattle company hats with patches on there. It's badass.
Wow.
Yeah, they're slick. They're in production right now.
Oh, I love that.
CP's all hat, no cattle.
That's great.
Just troll the shit out of them.
Yeah. Monetize
Established, New Jersey, 1972. You can't troll me, bitch. I love them. But the whole thing is, you're exactly right. I get told every day, I'm supposed to be sure I'm not. You're not what you pretend to be.
Yeah.
I'm told that every day. Where's the acceptance? Where's the acceptance? I continue wearing this hat just so I can prove to you you're not accepting of me. You tune me out immediately. Nobody wants to watch my show. I'm not the most popular show on the Blaze. What do I know? Somebody said to our editor-in-chief the other day on the phone, said, that guy's kind of like he's like surprisingly brilliant. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that out of him.
That's not nice.
Well, it's not nice that he repeated it to me. But I'm glad he did because I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love it.
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
I'll shock the shit out of you sometimes. Anyway, it was a fun segment. I think we just lost a show. I think it was the pelvic thrust. It wasn't the hip-to-hip bush, 80s porn bush.
It was the thrusting.
It was the thrust.
Directly into the mic, too.
Yeah.
As if your penis was talking.
Well, sometimes my phallus needs a voice, all right? Guys, you got to clean your guns. Boy, that's a segue. It's a dirty job. You got to do it. Patches are messy. The rope is inefficient. You got the rope. It's not good enough. I found a better solution. It's Barrel Buddy. Barrel Buddy, folks. They compress to fill the interior of your gun's barrel. Watch how they push that rod right through that barrel right there. It comes in 7 different sizes to match any caliber firearm. Barrel Buddy is composed of polymers. It won't leave behind the residual particles, so it's safer. And that's an amazing concept. It cleans by scrubbing and collecting the particulates. It absorbs any remaining residue, buffs the interior surface clean. You can lubricate your firearm while you're cleaning them. Cleaning your guns is an important part of being a responsible gun owner. Barrel Buddy is a totally new concept. Better way to take care of your firearms, so get some today. I guarantee you're going to love them. Head over to barrelbuddy.com. That's barrelbuddy.com. We'll be right back. While I have your attention, Wichita, Kansas, Saturday night, Wichita, Kansas. Century 2 is the theater we'll be at. It's a cool little performing arts building there. And we're going to occupy it. Jesse Payton and me. Next week, I will be at District 249, back at District 249 in Tomball, Texas. That's a Thursday night show, so leave the kids at home unattended and come to me. Then Saturday night, Jesse and I will be in Marble Falls, Texas. Oh, and we'll be at the Mule Barn on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. That is their 9th anniversary there in Justin, Texas. Bringing the ragamuffins. We're going to sing some songs and party. But just be warned, if you come to that show at the Mule Barn, there's no seats. Like there's some in the periphery. It's a music room that's standing on concrete. So don't show up at 5 o'clock like I know some of you do when it says it's a 9 o'clock show. Remember, guys, they're going to tell you what time the doors are. That doesn't mean that's what time the show is. People do that, Sarah. And then they wait for 4 hours, 5 hours, and they bitch at me.
And they're mad.
They're mad at me. And I'm like, guys, read what it says.
Yeah.
This ain't a movie.
Right.
It's not a movie. When you go to a music concert, it's a totally different sort of thing. There's always a delay there. So check the website at watchchad.com where all the fun stuff is. Did you see? So there was, and again, don't kill each other, guys. You can have disagreeing opinions and stuff like that, but don't go to pro-Palestine or pro-Israel marches and try not to kill each other.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Reasonable, but they're killing each other. Like there was the 6-year-old kid that got stabbed by the pro-Israel guy, I think. I don't know all that story. I've chosen not to speak out on a lot of this stuff because it's like so many different tragic things. Then you got the pro-Palestine people that have been stabbed. You got the that have stabbed pro-Israel people. Well, then you got this little old guy in L.A. in, I think, Thousand Oaks who gets into an altercation with a pro-Palestine person, gets shoved, gets knocked over. There were some reports out there that got hit over the head with a megaphone. I can't find any verification of that, but he did. He fell and he hit his head. Play that clip real quick. So there he is on the ground. There's a person with a Palestinian flag bending down to, I guess, tend to him a little bit, but he wound up passing away. He died. And we're seeing this stuff, and you're going to see it escalate more and more. Our world is fracturing every day, Sarah.
It is.
It's fracturing.
It is not getting better.
No, it's not. And you know, I'm so sick of these celebrities and rock stars, whatever you want to call it. Rock and roll's dead. Brad Skistimus, 5 Times August, his new song, That Ain't Rock and Roll, where he calls out, he's stirring it up too. He calls out all these so-called rebels. He's Rage Against the Machine Guy and Gene Simmons and Dee Snider. We're not going to take it. No, you actually took it a bunch of times on the vaccines and stuff. I mean, you took it a lot. Yeah. And then you told people like, whatever his name is, the songwriter, I'll think of it in a second. I can see his face.
Eric Clapton?
No. Eric Clapton's anti.
I know. I thought that's where you're going.
Jason Isbell, who was requiring people, so many others were requiring people to get vaccines, but then they stopped. Like, are you requiring people to get boosters now to come to your shows? No, You're not doing that anymore. You were doing it when it was mainstream to say that kind of stuff.
Right.
Anyway, that's a side thing. But now you have these celebrity people that are coming out, you know, they're picking sides on the whole, you know, Palestinian thing. And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All this protesting stuff, here's the problem, is transactional. That's why these folks in Hollywood that are on the pro-Israel thing don't understand why their buddies and cronies aren't supporting them in their pro-Israel thing. First of all, a lot of people in Hollywood have to be pro-Israel or stay neutral because that writer's strike's going to end and they got to go back to work. And guess who their bosses are? Jewish people. Okay? So they don't understand, like the Sacha Baron Cohens of the world. They don't understand why their cronies aren't coming to their defense when they get attacked. They're like, wait, we marched with BLM. We blacked out our profile, the whole thing. Wait. No, it's a different deal. It's a different deal. But see, all those protests, these guys in a lot of these pro-Palestinian things, it's transactional. Like, you got to support me because what our deal is, we're going to take the most perceived marginalized group. And that's the side we got to jump on. That's what BLM was all about. Yeah. It raised so many billions of dollars. The perceived marginalized group. You got to pick that side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and to your point, I just saw a commercial the other day, an advertisement that said that you needed to post a blue square to show your support for Israel. And I was like, no.
No, I don't.
I'm not posting a blue square. I'm not going to do it. That doesn't mean I don't support Israel. I'm not doing it.
Right. I mean,
I don't.
I'm not putting blue lights on my house or anything.
I'm not going to virtue signal.
Yeah. So here's one of the founders of Pink Floyd who, let's play clip number 5.
Do you think what Hamas did on October 7th can be justified?
Well, we don't know what they did do, but was it justified for them to resist the occupation? Yeah. If war crimes were committed, I condemn them.
Do you think there's been evidence that's emerged that suggests they committed those?
There's a long story which I read this morning, but Haaretz have finally come out with figures of how many people were actually killed and who they were.
On that day,
On that day, yeah. And so probably the first 400 were Israeli military personnel. That is not a war crime.
No, but what about targeting civilians or abducting them?
No, of course not. No, of course I don't condone that. But the thing was thrown out of all proportion by the Israelis making up stories about beheading babies.
Yeah, well, Glenn, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to condone it conditionally, and then on the other side, I'm not going to condone that.
Right.
I mean, killing babies, that's wrong.
Right.
But if they want to go in and attack Israeli soldiers in their sleep, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I read a long article this morning that talked all about it. Maybe we should just fucking read the article. I mean, these people are human vomit.
Yeah.
At this point in time. And nobody, what are you talking about?
Anyone who is going to make the discrepancy, well, they may have killed babies, but they didn't behead them when they killed them.
Right.
It's just fucking garbage.
They just set them on fire.
Right. They just burned them alive. That's okay. They just raped them in the streets. Okay.
Aren't they oppressed people? I mean, these people, if it was a reaction as freedom fighters, I mean, let's call them freedom fighters. Let's don't call them terrorists. I mean, Palestinians, forget the fact that they chose Hamas to be the equalizer of government. They reelected them and made sure, well, they were under pressure to do it. Well, then you would think that at some point in time, even the moderate, peaceful Muslims out there would at some point in time, anytime, just let me know when, would come out and condemn things like, I don't know, terrorist attacks and any of this shit. But they never do. They never fucking do. Do they? Do they? Anybody?
No.
Anybody? They never do.
No. And Hamas...
So this whole thing, oh, well, the Palestinians, well, they're completely innocent. No, they actually put those people in power.
Right. And by the way, Hamas using human shields and Hamas using civilians to, protect them, and Hamas using those people is Hamas's fault, not Israel's fault for doing whatever they can to spare civilian life and then launching their attack anyway. If Hamas is using human shields, that is on Hamas.
Yeah.
Not anybody else.
Hey, and believe it or not, I can espouse these thoughts without you having to say, yeah, but Israel's been a big mean group too. Yeah, everybody in the world has been. Everybody's done mean things to other people. Again,
every nation has.
Everybody has. And that's the thing, is like what you condone and what you condemn, and you got to be on top of every little bullet point of the list too. I got to come right out and condemn this. I got to come right out and condone that. I got to say, oh, I'm for this, but I'm not for that. Easy, folks. And nobody's excusing anybody as the good guy, bad guy in this thing.
Right.
Just like Ukraine, Russia. Nobody's a good guy.
Right. Well, sure. But I can tell you that the group that goes in unsuspectingly and starts killing innocent civilians and women and babies are not the good guys.
Right.
I can tell you that.
Right. And anytime, even when Russia invaded Ukraine, our big thing was, well, they don't need to be targeting civilians.
Right. Right.
I mean, we've said it all along.
Yes.
You can't win. You can't win in this battle of opinions. You can't even put opinions out there because, again, you got to qualify every damn thing you say.
You do. And I think that we're living in this really strange world where, at least in America, where people are they're so privileged and they're so living in their elitist bubbles in America that they think that real life is just like a Disney production or a Marvel production where there's a good guy and there's a bad guy. There's a protagonist and there's a villain. And there always has to be those two things for any battle to take place. They're living in some fairy tale land where they think that those two things are always true. And that's just not real life.
And look how many movies in the last 30 years have kept us fascinated with stories about the end of the world. Where there's this remnant that survives and it's like this big cleansing of the planet after or the zombies take over and there's no hope for everybody. I mean, name them off. Day After Tomorrow, where the global ice caps or the polar ice caps melt, or I Am Legend, where there's zombies in Zombieland, and The Walking Dead, all this crap that's out there. And it's like people want to see this shit come to true. What's we want to sit back and watch the world burn. What's that reference from? God, anyway. Hey guys, health insurance is broken in this country. Premiums are increasing, deductibles are getting larger, claim denials are becoming more common. The headache of health insurance is exactly why Crowd Health was created. It's not health insurance. It's a better way to pay for health care, though, and you do it through crowdfunding. Crowd Health will give you and all of their members the freedom to efficiently and affordably break free from the antiquated insurance system and into a healthcare option that fits your needs. Crowd Health takes care of you. The insurance companies don't give you the peace of mind you need. Crowd Health does. That's why your $50 a month membership includes the tools and services you need to get the highest quality health care. You'll get access to telemedicine visits, discounted prescriptions, and so much more without doctors' networks messing things up. Plus, you got access to your own personal care advocate who will help you navigate the complexities days of health events and even negotiate bills on your behalf. And of course, you'll join the crowd, a group of members who, just like you, want to help pay for each other's unexpected medical events. So opt out of the restrictive health insurance plans and let Crowd Health help fit your health care needs. Get started today, $50 a month. Use CHAD. Spell it Chad. That's the code to get the health care you deserve. Crowd Health is not insurance. Learn more at joincrowdhealth.com. That's joincrowdhealth.com, code Chad. Be right back. So I'm kind of excited to watch what we produced with this new documentary on the Maui fires. And pretty cool thing that Blaze is doing, because there's so many questions about the wildfires, so many details are left unclear. And so Blaze Media has sent a team to Maui to expose parts of the stories that got buried. Our own Lauren Chin went over there, and they got a ton of information on that thing. So it's what we're doing now called Blaze Originals, and it's part of the docuseries from Blaze TV, but you can only get it if you're a member of Blaze TV. So you got to go to blazetv.com and subscribe so you don't miss that first episode, What Really Happened in Maui. You can use my code CHAD+. CHAD+ will get you $36 off on the annual subscription. Look at Blaze doing work.
Wow.
Doing work up in her.
When's my documentary?
We should do a documentary.
We should.
Can you imagine? Our text got released.
That is not the documentary I want to do.
I think people would like us more. I think people would like us more. I can't even get a T-shirt made that says "Unvaxxed Sperm Matters." What did I say earlier? We don't even remember it.
Unvaxxed sperm donor.
Donor, yeah.
I'd have to go get some shit reversed. New Bitcoin.
You could. It's like I don't know the percentage, but
You could do it.
it's a possibility.
CJ's begged me.
No
is right.
Okay, good.
That ain't even a question.
Okay, good.
That ain't even debate. I don't even lay awake at night wondering. Are you kidding me? Whew, conscience clear.
CJ, no.
CJ's a mess. She couldn't find her car keys this morning.
I believe it.
Yeah. She texted me. I was like, I'm not the last person that drove your car. I haven't seen your car. I haven't been home in 2 weeks. I haven't.
Yeah, but are you sure you haven't seen him
I haven't seen him.
lying around anywhere?
No.
Okay.
I had to jump that thing off 2 weeks ago when I was home, and her dad drove it over to my driveway and left it parked in my driveway for me to have because she's driving my Bronco. Good to be the king.
It must be.
Yeah.
New vehicles showing up. You get to just pass them out to your girlfriend.
She can't find nothing, man. I'm not giving her a kid to lose. She's got 3 kids. I promise you, she doesn't know where at least 2 of them are right now, and they're supposed to be in school. And y'all say, you're going to be in trouble. Y'all act like she pays attention. You're going to be in so much trouble, Chad. No, I'm not. She could watch this show and it would still go right here. Zip right past her. She doesn't pay attention to this. I love her for other reasons. Other reasons.
What reasons, Chad?
Well, it ain't the laser focused attention.
Really?
It's not. It's not that. But that's part of the reason I love her. I like that she's kind of flighty sometimes. It's pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. It's borderline suicidal frustration. Okay, so California, you talk about reversing vasectomies. California is the place you ought to be. They've spent $4 million on prisoners' sex changes. Prisoners. $4 million.
$4 million.
It's not, I mean, that's a snot out of Gavin Newsom's nose when he blows half of a nostril. $4 million is nothing in California, but that's taxpayer funds. Sex changes, cosmetic procedures. Since 2017. Some of them are on death row. I mean, you want to look good for that appointment.
Oh, my gosh.
Laser hair removal was given to 69 male inmates. That's $224,000. How much does that cost?
I wouldn't know. I've never been elitist enough to be able to do it.
That's disappointing. $225,000 for do the math on that. 69.
It always seems to cost more when the government is paying for it.
It seems like a lot.
It always seems to cost more
seems like
when
a lot.
it's government subsidized.
I'm just fascinated right now. I don't think that math can't be right.
Okay, well, while you're looking that up, might I suggest, I don't know, Call me crazy. I'm just spitballing here, but
No,
maybe
it's not bad. That's $3,246 a piece. But still, laser hair removal for $3,000.
Yeah, because there's a lot of treatments.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but I feel like maybe if you are on death row, that you should just you forfeit your right to transition. I feel like
you know what? You kill that guy as a man. That's the way you're going out. You're gonna meet God with the same gender you had that you met the judge with.
Right. Like I just feel like that should be revoked at that point.
11 male prisoners got titties. 180,000. 2 men in prison. They got facial feminization surgeries. That's 185,000 for two people. What am I saying? 2 men.
Dude, that is such bullshit.
I want a vaginoplasty.
I want a boob job.
35 dudes got vaginoplasties. $2.5 million for a fresh vag, man.
Why can't I get boobs from the taxpayer fund?
4 death row inmates received sex change surgeries.
Golly.
We could have done that with a hatchet.
Right? Saved a lot of taxpayer money.
There's people out there who do it for free. Good God. Don't worry. Gavin Newsom wants to be your next president. I'm saving that article. That's funny shit, man. Might be the last episode here anyway. All right, hang tight. We'll be right back. Yeah, that's the problem. Just nothing to talk about today. Nothing.
I feel like we did okay.
24 subpoenas are coming for the Biden family, though. You know why they're not going to impeach Joe Biden? Let me just.
Because they're pussies.
Well, no, it's bigger than that. Let me tell you why. And this is something I probably should have told y'all weeks ago when everybody was getting all hot and heavy and bothered. Because as long as they keep talking about it, the Republicans can fundraise off of it. Mm-hmm. So they're doing. People are like, oh my God, look at the record numbers. Mike Johnson's fundraised in 2 weeks. He's been Speaker of the House. Yeah, it's because they talk about things like impeaching Joe Biden and this kind of stuff right here, where they got subpoenas coming. They're not going to do anything to the Biden family.
Great point.
They're not going to, but they can fundraise off of it, and we're stupid enough to keep sending them money.
Not me.
Not me either.
Anytime the RNC calls, I'm like, bye.
I don't even answer that trash. So that's what they're doing. They're fundraising off of it. That's why these stories pop off like this. And it's like, oh, maybe we'll get something done. Look at me. Yeah.
They're just pretending and then waiting for him to die.
American Beauty by Sarah.com. Check her out. She got some makeups. And you know what? It's a lot cheaper than a sex change in California.
It really
and she'll make you look like a girl real quick, boys. Real quick. So, meanwhile, I'm going to be waiting on some dicks and balls in Playboy and headed over to Wichita, Kansas this weekend. Watch Chad.com. Subscribe, blazetv.com, and use Chad Plus promo code. Sign up. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. God bless you. Bye.